On the previous session, we start off with integrity. Now we're going to continue with this integrity clause, and what is the things we're going to see is the fundamental principles. What are the fundamental principles? Is professional behavior, then after should be confidentiality, and then professional due diligence and objectivity and identity. You see PCPOI, that is professional behavior, confidentiality, professional competence and due care. Next is objectivity and integrity. These is the points you need to see out. I continue. So integrity is subclause 11. Nama. This is integrity. The professional accountant shall comply with the principle of integrity, which requires an accountant to be straightforward and honest in all professional and business relationship. And integrity implies fair dealing and truthfulness. The first point you want to see is in integrity is be straightforward and honest. Main point, straightforward and honest. The professional accountant shall not knowingly associate with the reports returned, communicate other information whether the accountant believes that the contain materials, false or misleading statements, contain misstatements, information provided negligently, and omits and obscures required information which may omissions obscurity would be misleading. So what they say is a professional accountant can't knowingly associate. He can associate, but knowingly we know it is false and misleading statement, he can't associate with it. If he knows the statements information is provided negligently, they didn't go through it correctly, and there is false statements there and corrections are being checked, then he can't associate with it. Or if we knowingly knows that the information which is being given is misleading or omitted or is deceiving, then he can't associate with them. Professional accountant can't do it. However, the professional accountant will not be considered to be breach of matter mentioned in the para 2. He will not be mentioned in matter 2 if the professional accountant provides a modified report in respect of the mentioned matter. Even though if he while signing the report he doesn't know about it, and after when he knows about the matter and he provides a modified report, he provided a report which is modifying the previous report with all the corrections, where such a report is not misleading in facts or false statements, and there is any information which is negligent, and such information which doesn't mislead anyone or omitted such thing. Misleading, negligent or omitted, that's a main point you need to understand. Misleading, omitted, negligence. These are 3 points. This should not be 3. It should not mislead anyone. The data information which should not be omitted. It should not be a negligent data. So these 3 things is correct, you can go. If not, you can't sign anything. So that is what is integrity, straightforwardness, and you can't deal with and associate with matters which is misleading, false statement or negligent information or omitted information, obscurity misleading things. And even though you have been associated with that, but you won't be considered as breach unless you provide a modified report on that mentioned para, then there's no problem. And a professional accountant became aware of this association with the information described in para 2, the accountant shall take steps in disassociated with the information. Take steps to be disassociated from that information. For example, he should take steps. So what is the steps? Take step. What is the steps he to be taken to disassociate from this? Disassociate. That's something. Disassociate from that information. How he can disassociate? Rather, he can give a modified opinion, or else he can say that we have provided a modified opinion to you in public, or if not as other way, you can withdraw from the audit and you can say the report what I give is invalid. I am not supporting the mission. If you come to know, you can do it. Withdraw from your opinion. Yeah, you can. Objectivity. What is the objectivity of the auditor? The objective of the accountant shall comply with the principle of objectivity. Objectivity na for principle of objectivity follow pannom. Which requires an accountant not to compromise professional business judgment because of the bias, conflict of interest, or under influence of others. What is our objective? Our objective is to not to compromise the professional business judgment. That is the objective. So objective. What is the objective? Objectivity is to professional judgment. That professional judgment we should not compromise it. For who? For any people, influential people. Or conflict of interest conflict. You should not compromise it. That's it. That's the main objective. Second, a professional accountant shall not undertake a professional activity if the circumstance or relationship unduly influences accountant professional judgment regarding that activity. So in this, like a interest, he may come up with an other fact, that is circumstances that influences professional judgment. Who, what, relationship. A relationship is a nightmare. So in that relationship, something is unduly affecting your compromise your professional judgment. You should not take it. Example: you have a relative who is a director's friend. He may call you and just so don't give this report, don't mention such thing in the report, rather than you give a plain report, clean report, and just use some things and don't mention that part. And I will help you in the future because I will provide you some audits. I will give this business. You don't get that business. I will give extra business. They will give money to you. They will bribe you. They will threaten you. And your wife will say, I bought this jewelry, I gone to the jewelry, and the jewelry, they didn't put any charges. They got given, everything is for free because you are auditor of that firm, auditor of the jewelry. Like some kind of favors they may give to make sure you don't sign that things. So be careful, don't get favors. You should not be influenced to compromise your professional judgment. That's the main thing. Professional competence and due care. The professional accountant shall comply with the principles of professional competence and due care. So he need to comply with professional. Who is professional accountant? Need to comply with professional principle of professional competence and due care. Attain and maintain professional knowledge and skill at the level required to ensure the client is employing organization to receive competent professional service based on the current technical and professional standards and relevant educations. So main thing is what you bring to the table. That's the thing is informed. What they appointed you for, what they are appointed you for an auditor. Yeah. What you want to do? You want to complete the task. What is the task? Do the audit. So what is the professional competence? Professional competence, you have the knowledge. the technical knowledge. Okay, technical professional technical knowledge you have. Okay, that knowledge you have, and you need to have a competent to do that based on the technical knowledge and professional standards. You have some standards. That standards you can give a balance sheet in normal T balance sheet. You need to give as per company's schedule 3. So professional standard is there now. Professional, as per the professional standards you provide this. Then after, what professional standard? Due diligence and due care. You need to care. Okay, that I can explain. But and not only that, you need to due care. You can have a different meaning as per the latest. For example, you can follow Companies Act 1956 or something. You need to go to 2013 as per the relevant litigation. Sorry, not litigation, legislation. So this is the most important thing. Nobody cares about you. Whatever, when you appointed, you need to be professional. In professional competence, you need to complete the work in within the professional competence and the technical standards, professional technical standards, and with the latest legislation you should complete and act diligently in accordance with the applicable technical professional standards. So you need to act. Okay, and not only you do the service, you need to act according to the professional standards. Okay, so you need to complete your duty as per your professional ethical knowledge, and also act according to professional ethical standards. You need to complete, and you want to act. Why you want to complete that? You can't speak in a way like that compromise the business. You should speak and act on it. You should complete everything. You need to put act on it. Okay, serving clients and employing organization with a professional competence requires exercise sound judgment and applying professional knowledge and skill when undertaking professional activity. So you are going to serve a client with a professional competence, because what is the competence you require? You need to have a sound mind. You should not be mental first. Okay, a mental can't do. So you should be clear. You should not like mental. You say something and do something. As a professional sound mind, you should do applying all the professional knowledge and skill. What are you undertaking professional activities? You need complete. So you go into for an audit. You do the audit. You can't go and manufacture something. Okay. That's the thing. If you are mental, you want to do the audit, you do the audit. Don't, if you're going to manufacturing sector, you can do manufacture. You do the audit. That's a professional skill. Maintain professional competence requires continuous awareness and understanding and relevant technical professional business developments. They saying the professional competence, right? Professional competence. What is this professional competence? You see is you should have a continuous awareness. Awareness is important about understanding what is the business they are doing, what is their profession, and what are the techniques they use. So you need to aware about it, because example, you are going to an audit, you know to know what is their business, what is their profession, what they are doing. You can't just sit and they're like, give your balance sheet, give your bank statement, I'm doing the audit, I'm signing and going. No, like that. Likewise, that is a legal, illegal. You can't go and see a substance selling material, illegal substance someone is selling. You can't go and take the balance sheet and see you have good flows and profit, I will do tax audit, I will sign it and go thank you. No, not like that. You want to know what are you doing, what is your business, where are you procuring it, how you taking it, which is the, if you procuring there, where is the bill, if you selling this, how you selling it, who are your customers. You need to ask them. You need to take a note of it, how you doing it, how is all this taken. You need to match with your expenses and incomes. A client may say, I'm a doctor, I'm doing medical services. You should ask, are you a competent doctor? Do you have a license of practice as a doctor? Where is your approved statements from the Indian Medical Association? Do you have that certificate? You should ask them. Such a way, we should be conducting a business in that way. You can't go and sit and get all the information what they give and you sign the report and come back. So this is what has been said in professional techniques. So you need to apply, professional competent is continuously aware. You need to be aware of what is the aware and continuously understand how you do professional development. And they have some techniques. What does the technique says is, example, they may have a technique of following an software that is old model. Now a latest software which is totally automated and AI has came into machine learning is there, and they analyze the data, they give more information rather than staying with old data. How are you going to sell them like this is good, this is bad? How that is what? If they going to they have a business which is totally, they have not developed a single bit, they are staying old, they are not continuously learning what is there in the market, and may they have invested the same in a large amount in the old techniques, they are not following the new things. This may tell that they may go to obsolete in their business. How they going to consciously come out of it? That's the idea. You should know how they are going to come. Continuous business development enables the business accountant to develop and maintain capabilities to perform competence with the professional environment. How they are competent with the professional. So not only their part, it's our part. We should continuously learn, continuously develop our and maintain capabilities. You should understand. Previous in the years, the professional development, what he had done is from the paperwork into Tally, and next level is coming from Tally to AI. We audit AI. The AI is working correctly. We audit gambling. For example, new gambling softwares have been there that people say like there are crores of live players are playing on that. So I come out and I do it. A question is that you will be one day audit the AI. If the AI is working correctly, you will be the auditor for AI too. AI need to be certified. Yeah, this is AI. Who will certify that? We auditors will certify AI is correct. AI is doing it correct. There is no improper operation. We need to generate a report, a lakhs and lakhs of report, output, input and output data, or the output data is matching or not. We will check it. AI is just a machine. You helps people in reducing time. Like a Tally accounting software what we have already. We need to know is that correct or wrong. We are the authority. So such a way you need to develop your learning in that way. Diligence encompasses responsibility to act and, according to the requirement of assistant, careful throughout and timely basis. So encompasses responsibility to act in accordance with the requirement on assignment, careful throughout entire basis. What he says diligence. So diligence is what you need to act it. Want to act how responsibly you act it. So the act responsibility, for when you want to act responsibility throughout the audit, and you should be throughout the audit you need to be act responsibility and you need to be careful too. And on what is careful through on your assignment. Throughout the audit, you should be diligence on the act, throughout the audit, responsible and be careful. So you act responsible throughout and be careful throughout the audit and act according to it. And you need to be focused on the assignment. You should not be distracted. You may go to a cinema theater audit. You may see actors and actors acting. You are there to audit. You are not there to watch something else. That is what the saying. You should not be distracted of your responsibility. You should act according to it. You should be responsible through it. You need to be acted, and you should be careful throughout the audit. You need to be very careful throughout the audit. Throughout the audit, you should be careful and act responsibility, and you should be focused on the assignment. This is what diligence means. In complying with the principles of professional competence and due care, professional accountant should take into responsibility to ensure that the working in a professional capacity under the accountant authority and have appropriate timing and supervision. There is a manner in it. Professional accountant tactic. So professional accountants, they need to be supervised. And should be trained properly by the accountant authority. Capacity, some professional capacity, authority, who someone should be authority and you need to supervise them. You have an article associate, you have a manager who goes to audit, you need to supervise. You can't leave them like, I go do the audit, come with the balance sheet, I will sign it. Not like that. I said that, watch that, do it properly, come on, okay, done it. What is the update? You have complete every work. How's it going on the plan? Is there any change in the plan? How are you going to complete it? Have you done this step? Have you done this step? Have you done this step? Completed, audit completed, thank you, bye. That's it. So this is what you want to think about and complete audit. You can't take stretch of audit and check for the lifelong. Have a timeline, need to complete. Example, you're going to audit. First take on, you see what is the business, how can you see, go and take a bank statement and match with the entries. All the bank statement entries are that BRS, you check the BRS, okay, done. Okay, you see bank statement, money has came in, money has gone. What is the attachment vouchers or sale vouchers are there? What is the sale? Money has came in, is the respective sale, from whom it came, cash sales or credit sale. You match the party, you say the sale bills, all the sale bills you see the entry. Purchase bill, you see all the purchase bill taken there, and it is been posted along with the respective entries. There is no cash purchase directly. If there is to be a party ledger and through the party the pays paid, then check done. And go after the bank statement. The bank statement is meeting with this party. It's reconciling there. Done. That's reconciling. Party has been reconciling that sales from the sale party. You receive the cash. It's reconciling. So data analysis, credit analysis you done. So bank over, sales over, purchase over, cash book. Take the cash book and see the vouchers. Who on a cash book mean voucher sheet is signed properly, duly approved by someone. Then done. Okay, kadam ho gaya. Cash book also seen, so everything is done. Now what? Creditors, everything. You see the partners capital, how partners withdraw, and it's been properly authorized as per the agreement. In capital, in decisions are taken, any new plans are purchased, any machineries are purchased, and depreciation is called correctly. Depreciation, what is the rate as per the Companies Act, what they have followed, as per the Income Tax Act, what they have followed. So you've seen that both done. And then go to the closing stock. You see in the closing stock what is the valuation, as per what is the valuation it should be reported, or fair value or cost, whichever is less, and what is that being given. The closing stock is valid on that basis. You check it out. And is it okay? Done. Then you compute the income tax. If they have properly paid the income tax and they have properly paid the GST return, you take the GST returns monthly and analyze your turnover. That's it done. Turnover matching with the GST return. That's it done. If not matching, what is the thing? What is credit note, debit note? Is there anything issued in the previous year, not been adjusted this year? On the current year, any credit note is issued. What is the things? You see the credit note, debit note, irrespective of a creditors or creditors, you match it over. The account has been resolved. Done. Audit done. After that, you take the income tax returns and you see is that all the advance taxes being adjusted to the tax paid and all the challenge has been there. You see for employees how the PF payment is done, PF computation matching over, and ESI payment is done, ESI matching over, done. PF ESI over. Then after any insurance is paid off, gratuity is paid off, what is the amount collected from them, what is it paid out, you see, done. That's overall audit is done. You then take the balance sheet. You see whether the balance sheet is prepared as per the applicable reporting framework. That is, as per Schedule 3, you have been prepared and everything is there, done. If not, you just see, and all the as per the Income Tax Act, any 269 SS or any cash transaction is there, and is mentioned, they are mentioned properly. Is there every PAN card numbers of the buyers and sellers are collected there? Check it out. You can match this. That will help you. That will reduce your pressure. You reduce your risk to acceptable low level. That's what the audit should be done. It's completed. You complete it. Kadam ho gaya. Audit is completed. Then you prepare the report and you see audit report, what you need to prepare audit report, which company, which year you are closing on, for whom you are done, and what is the responsibility of the management, what is the responsibility of the auditor. You complete that both points. Then after what you have gone through the audit, is there any misrepresentation or they giving true and fair view, and if there is a bias in that, you modify the opinion. If not, you give a clear opinion. So all the things is followed properly. Then you get the signature, done the report, and you get a, you didn't sign it, completed. This should be done as per the applicable reporting framework. There should be no lapse in it. Okay, that's the thing I want to say. There should be no lapse in it. It should be done clearly. It should be a liquid flowing from the river from top to bottom. There should be no breaks, and such a way flow should be there. Such a way you create a plan, and that plan should be devoted to your assistant. That's what's it. You revise it. That will help you out how you have studied. So we see objectivity. Objectivity is like profession judgment. So there should be no in compromise in profession judgment with the relationship, with any relationship undue influence should be not there, and there should be no interest on any influential people which compromise your profession judgment. That is the main objective of the. So objectivity is not to compromise a profession judgment, and if there anything arises out of the compromise of professional influential people or interest or undue influences, or you have a relationship with them, and that affect the professional judgment, you need to change it out. Integrity is like straightforwardly honest, and if there anything any data which is given by it which is misleading, which is omitted, which is negligent, you need to remove yourself from your heart, disassociate from that information by providing a modified opinion. You provide a modified opinion, that is the rule on it. And if you provide a modified opinion, it's not a problem. It's a professional misconduct. Now, what is the responsibility to complete the task? And when he complete, he should be professionally competent. And professional, he should follow the professional standards, and due diligence should be there, due care. All as per the latest relevant litigation you need to complete it. As you be professional, competent, aware, understand of all the business professionals and techniques of the companies, and you need to be responsible throughout the audit, careful throughout the audit, focus on the assignment, not any other things. And professional, you need to train your professional accountant, and you need to supervise them properly, so that you can complete in due care. That's it. Confidentiality. Counsel comply with the confidentiality. Requires accountant to respect the confidential information or can expect of a professional and employment relationship. You should keep every information confidentiality. You can't go and tell every. You can't. You should respect the confidentiality. Whatever the information which you acquire, that should be with your secrecy. You should not go and tell to anyone. Let me go on this. Take a break, okay, and we will continue.